Hello everybody, this is Airsoft Guardian 331 here today. Today's video is not really Airsoft related, but it is video camera related. You're probably wondering why I have a GoPro here. I'm going to talk about, in my point of view, my perspective, what seems more better to film Airsoft wars. Whether it be first person using a head mount such as this, where I'll demonstrate. Put this over your head with the GoPro here, film it, and then start, shoot and such. This is first person perspective. Just to let you guys know. Most people already know that, but maybe there's a very small percentage of the population who does not know that. First person, you probably notice it's like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Black Ops, whatever. Those kind of games are first person most of the time, maybe all the time actually. And they show like the hands. They don't show the face. They don't show the back of the shoulder, which I'll explain later. But they do use like they show the hands, and if you move your head down, it'll show like your feet. You're moving your feet, and if you point back up, shows you your use an example, your pistol. If you have something a little bit bigger, I guess a shotgun, go whoop, That's more or less that's video game realistic, in my point of view. You also have the chest harness from GoPro, and by the way, I'm only going to be using GoPro because this is the camera I'm familiar with and only familiar with. With that said, there are multiple forms of perspectives you can do. Another first person is if you want to wear the head strap, but if say like you're in airsoft or paintball and you can't, you really can't because this like blocks the mask, or it will keep slipping off. One way is you use a vented helmet strap, which can go over the visor. If you have a visor on your mask, you can use this pretty well. It's kind of simple, really. Again, first person, but it's a little bit. It's not from your head. It's like on top of your head, kind of, which is a little bit more realisticness. You can also use the chesty, which is it's basically a GoPro attached to your chest, and it's pretty good. Except when you do this, you'll only see these part. This thing here and this thing here. That's all that the camera will see. So, yeah, I think that's a few of the first-person perspectives. There's also a really interesting perspective, very interesting, very hard to do. It is kind of okay. So I'm going to say it's hard to explain the difficulty. It varies between each person, because one person might know how to create stuff with PVC. Some people have no imagination sometimes. Whatever you would choose to be, if you're a really creative person or you just want to follow instructions, whatever it be, third person can vary on difficulty. Third person can, in my point of view, there are two forms of third person: over the shoulder and not over the shoulder. Again, this is all my point of view. Saying that I'm also trying not to brag. I honestly don't want to brag, but I've had this GoPro. I've also had this GoPro. This GoPro longer than this one. I got this for Christmas last year. I got this for my birthday 3 years ago, back when this was popular, and not this one. This one was not even created. The point I'm trying to get to is I know a lot more about cameras. I know video production very well. If you look to my Nerf channel, I'm not going to put a link in the description or anything, but if you look to my Nerf channel, Nerf Gun Reviewer 331, same 331 as well, but if you look to my Nerf Gun channel, I have lots of films and short movies and such that I have put together using the basic necessities, maybe the basic needs, or just the basics even. But getting back to the third person's really special because even though the difficulty varies on what person you are and how much knowledge you have on how to create things, and if you have enough patience for trial and error, third person will be a better choice for you if you have a lot of creativity and a lot of patience and a lot of time. Money's not really an issue depending on what you use. I mean, third person, for my third person rig, all I used, this is an example, but not a true example. I used a backpack. This is not this one, but the green one. I've also used PVC piping and a GoPro case, tripod, and camera. Camera's not inside here, but yeah. So, with that being said, I guess I might show you like some footage that I got. I'm just putting my LCD screen back on. This thing. I made a third-person test, and I'll post that real soon. So I'm gonna like put it after this video. So ready and go. All right. A nice, good walking test. Hopefully it's low enough so I can see myself. Can't do a good run. Not now at least. It's too dark. Alright. And run back. Alright. I think that's good enough. Alright, so that was the video I showed. It was like a third-person test of me just walking around with my third-person rig that I made with me and my dad. And, yeah, so as you can probably tell, the video is a little shaky and it has some noise into it, but if I take that out, it looks really good, at least from my point of view. It might not be for you, but yeah. The rig, like I said, is third person, so obviously. So I guess the whole point I'm trying to get to is there's people are always wondering, you know, for Microsoft and Apple and Sony and Sony and Xbox, which is better? Is first person better, or is third person better? Third person has more depth, and also a lot more creativity at mind. The first person, you can easily do it. All you get is a $15 GoPro head strap. Put it over your head, get a $300 GoPro and put it on your head, and there. Simple. I don't have it really straight, but yeah, so that's really all you have to do. I mean, this is not very creative. At the same time, you got a first person effect, which is pretty nice, but it's overrated in my opinion. Very overrated. Seeing that everyone is doing it, but there's not very many third-person rig videos, such as, you know, an Airsoft war using third person. That would look cool, and that's what I'm planning on doing for the next Airsoft match, if I can. If I can't, I'm going to be using first person as a backup. So depending on what, this is going back to the type of person who you are as a type of person. If you're a type of person who's lazy and just want to get things, if you're kind of lazy, I should say. If you're kind of lazy and you just want to get something in, or you don't feel like putting too much work and effort into one third-person rig that could be fit just for you or for many others, first person is the way to go. But then again, it's overrated in my opinion, and it's kind of boring to watch sometimes. I mean, maybe not for Quarter or Digital or Freddy W, since they use GoPros somewhat all the time. But yeah. So like I said, first person, in my opinion, is kind of overrated, and it's been overused so many times in films and movies, even in games and such. Even I've used first person, but that is before I realized that I could probably use the third person rig, and that'd be even cooler. I could drive up my views, my subscribers, and get my channel a little bit more popular. But that also brings up the third person rig. If you have a lot of creativity, if you're the type of person who has a lot of creativity, you have a lot of time, and you just don't mind of all the trial and error. Like if you do something, it doesn't work, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll try something else, and then you work on that. Oh wait, that didn't work. Oh, I'll try this. Oh wait, it worked great. Oh, I could do this again. So if you're like that type of person who has a lot of time and patience, not lazy at all, and just want to like test things out, take risks, small risks more or less, then the third person is a really good deal for you, or might be a better deal. So yeah, I try to make agreements that so I try to make agreements, not go against one side or the other. Not trying to be biased. I'm trying to be unbiased and say, like, I'm favoring both sides, but only for different reasons. Like, one reason might be good, but has some bad reasons, and then this other thing, like third person, has good things, but also a few bad things. I guess the whole point I'm trying to get to is third person is better if you like it a lot, and you like the perspective of what you get, but it's harder to construct and make it work and everything. Take off these for a minute. Try to look at myself in the reflection of my glasses. Yeah, so what was I saying? So third person it's good, but it takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of effort, and depending on what you want, if you want a backpack, whether it be a backpack with PVC or just PVC by itself, you can even use the tactical vest from Molly, or Molly tactical vest, plate carriers, whatever it's called. Stick some PVC in there and hope it works. But if you don't want to do all that complicated stuff and you just want something, I'm trying to find it with my glasses on. If you just want to find something that just appeals to people who like video games, then first person's the way to go. Third person's also the way to go, like I said, if you want to be creative and want to get, in my opinion, want to have the third person community to get a little bit better and a little bit more popular or something. I don't know. I'm pretty off today, so if I made this video way too long, it is 5 minutes plus whatever else I added in. So yeah, I will post a video. I don't know why I put this on. I'm just like I said, I'm a little off today. I will post a video, a separate video, not from this, but it would be a third person, my third person ring, not how I build it, but what I used to support it and keep it supported. So without further ado, I'll end the video now. So this is which is better, first person or third person. The results are first person appeals to video game people who have played Call of Duty or Battlefield or Zombies or something like that, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, games like that, Garry's Mod. And third person's more of a, it's kind of like a video game thing, but it's also more in depth or whatever it's called, and provides more. It's more elegant, more unique in some ways too. So, without further ado, I'll end the video now. I think I've rambled on talking about third person and first person for way too long. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.